I feel like every time we talk about the unique selling point, what makes you unique to a client, because ultimately it's where we're starting, isn't it? What is, in terms of your marketing, in terms of your positioning with those candidates that you can attract to your business, they're going to want to see what is making you unique. Why am I going to come to this business? And ultimately, it's really hard to find. A lot of time they're giving us the whole, well, we've got a very experienced team, or we're training them, we're very passionate, the customer service is good. But I will always go back to, well, as a client, I hope you're doing all of that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that's really uniqueness, because ultimately, I want to go to a business where there is all of that.
Yeah, of course, and that's standard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ultimately, but I do think it's one of those questions where a lot of people think it should be easy to answer, but actually it's not, and you've really got to do a lot of reflection on what it is you're doing, why you're doing it, and obviously that video that we always talk about, which you've said about many a times.
Yes, Simon Sinek, we love it. Find your why.
Find your why.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's got to be listened to.
Yeah.
And actually, I listen to it every year, kind of thing, to kind of go back when we do the strategy. Just why is it I've started what I started? Why is it I'm doing what I'm doing? Because that makes the whole uniqueness, isn't it?
Yeah, and I do think also it's an underestimated it's an underestimated thing to go through in terms of, I don't think people necessarily see the importance of knowing your USP or really digging deep into it. So not everyone sees a value in that, to do that exercise, and then it gets a bit difficult and then you stop. And when we were chatting to our client the other day, I mean, we just took it back, didn't we, and said, well, first of all, why did you start the business? What was your driving force? Why did you want to have your own business? Because she'd decided not to go back after having children to the place where she used to work, and decided to open her own place.
But she's also diminished that, isn't it? Because I went to open my business because, and it's like, well, that's amazing in itself, because you decided, you could have gone back to as a hairdresser, you didn't. You decided to go through the whole business. So what took you? And then once we dig down further, was all about the British brands, was all about the fact that it's actually a lot of things is vegan. So you actually start digging down into the values of what you believe, really. But I guess on an operational level, you just forget all of that, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And sometimes it just takes someone to question you on it. And again, we did that exercise when we did our members gathering, didn't we? Where somebody else is actually asking you about your business, and you need to explain it, about how and what you do and why you do it, and who you're focused on, and what they can expect when they come to you, and so on. And I think that it's just such a good exercise to do. And so if you can't do it yourself, then ask someone else to analyse in a way, whether it's a friend or
a team meeting.
Team meeting, but what are they seeing through your website? What do they see your reason why is? And why would you want to go to your clinic, salon, spa?
And I feel that if you do have that USP, you will then eventually understand how do you talk, your tone of voice for the marketing, your tone of voice for all of the stuff that you want to empower as such, because that's making you very very much giving you that integrity is what I'm looking for. To be like, this is who I am, this is what I stand for. And like you said, it's so undervalued, but it's so difficult to find, because we're always going towards the same thing. We're nice, we're happy. I'm hoping so that we're not going to come in and it's going to be miserable.
No.
And no one's trained, and all of that.
Exactly.
But do you feel there's an exercise as well that I used to do, and I think a lot of people don't like doing it, but it's finding your elevator speech from those USP, what makes you so unique. Then if you were stuck on an on a lift,
we can go elevator.
On a lift with someone, how would you introduce yourself?
Yes,
and you've got 1 minute. That's it.
Yeah.
And you've got 1 minute. What makes you unique? What makes me as a person want to be like, oh wow, I want to go there?
Yes. Yeah.
So if you start looking at that, one of my clients was saying, well, it depends on how gorgeous it is. That defeats the whole object. It's not about that. It's about how do you position yourself? How do you believe in yourself? How do you elevate your profile? I feel.
Yeah, and then the team then also needs to feel that, so it needs to come through everything you do. But if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing and what the business stands for, then you can't expect the team to follow.
So all you have to do now is press the subscribe button and join us every week for an Insight Chat.
And if you have any burning questions that we haven't yet answered, then just pop in the comments below or send us an email and we can include them in one of our weekly chats.
And also we have started this amazing community of like-minded salon owners to join us on a monthly basis with our Insight Chat subscription.
Yeah, on that chat as well, you'll also get access to lots of free downloads and content that can really support you in your business.
And thank you so much for listening.
And we'll see you next time.